We'll now turn it over to Manlio Di Stefano, the Undersecretary of State.
Thank you, Mr. Carroll. I want to first of all say to everyone that it is a pleasure for me to participate in this virtual event, Italy on the Move 2021, Invest in Italy, organized in the framework of the JP Morgan Health and Science Conference of San Francisco, one of the most relevant gatherings in the sector of life science globally. Let me first of all thank those who have worked for the organization of this important initiative. The Ambassador of Italy in the US, Armando Varricchio, the Italian Consul General in San Francisco, Lorenzo Ortona, the Italian Trade and Investment Agency and its office in Los Angeles, and the FDI desk in San Francisco. My greetings also go to all the Italian startups and companies and organizations participating in today's event. The pandemic shook the world last year and demonstrated, if necessary, how crucial it is to address today's health and wellness challenges to preserve the safety of our communities and to promote a sustainable and inclusive growth of our countries. As Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation and as Italian government, we consider fundamental to support research and innovation in healthcare, pharma, and biotech, sectors in which our country expresses excellences at the global level. The historic visit of His Excellency, the President of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella, in the Bay Area in October 2019, in the framework of the first Italy-USA Innovation Forum at Stanford University, is the perfect symbol of the importance attributed by Italian institutions to the cooperation between our countries in research and innovation. The role of the private sector is crucial in boosting innovation progresses and drawing promising paths in health science. JP Morgan Healthcare Conference is an indisputable chance to promote fruitful interactions between operators and investors, and for our country to present our innovation companies and startups ecosystem and investment opportunities. Italy is a global actor in the pharmaceutical sector and the leading producer in Europe with a volume of 34 billion euros in 2019. We experienced the biggest increase in exports during the last 10 years, plus 117% compared to a plus 58 average in main European partners. And we are currently among the top 10 export countries worldwide. These remarkable results are, first of all, the outcome of significant investments in research and development that grew by more than 30% from 2013 to 2019, reaching 1.6 billion euros, 10% of the total R&D investments in Italy. Another strength of the Italian pharma industry is the presence of important multinationals and companies with foreign capitals, which equal 60% of companies operating in the sector in Italy. Our country is in fact one of the top EU destinations for investments of multinationals, especially from the USA, Germany, France, and Switzerland. What attracts foreign companies is above all the quality of our workforce and our research capabilities. An additional point of strength lies in the potential of the local and regional clusters, which favor the consolidation of the life science supply chain in the country and that make our system a reference point for foreign companies and investors. Also from the perspective of the clinical trials. An excellent example of cluster and of a fruitful private-public partnership is the Milan Innovation District project, an area where we can find the Research Institute Human Technopole, the new Italian Institute of Research in Life Science, the Hospital Paul Galeazzi, and the new scientific campus for the Milan University. This district favors positive spillovers and connections, and it contributes to stimulate private and public investments in research and promote the scientific culture. If pharma is a well-developed industry in Italy, biotech, where 80% of the operating companies are small and micro-sized enterprises, has high potential for growth. At the end of 2019, the biotech companies in Italy amounted to around 700, with a turnover that exceeded 12 billion euros. In the first 9 months of 2020, 44 biotech startups were registered, a sign of a prompt response of the sector to the emergency due to COVID-19. To improve the long-term competitiveness of the sector, the Italian government has designed different schemes to support and finance innovation. Among others, I want to mention the National Innovation Fund, funded with 1 billion euros and managed by Cassa Depositi e Prestiti, the Italian sovereign fund. We also want to support our innovative startups and technologically innovative sectors in their process of internationalization through targeted financing instruments, including the instrument of venture capital fund, the public fund managed by the Italian Agency for Investments Abroad, the so-called CIMEST, which operates under the supervision of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to support the internationalization of medium-large Italian companies. Moreover, with our global startup program that aims at accompanying Italian startups in their process of acceleration through training and networking programs abroad. To conclude, I want to highlight that in Italy, we are further strengthening the R&D and startups ecosystems for the private sector. But our country presents a comparative advantage on the research side, and we are ready to collaborate at the international level to attract the development side of R&D, looking for investors ready to help us grow and harvest our potential. I wish you successful contacts and connections through this networking event, hoping that the breathtaking pace of innovation we have seen in life science in recent years will offer us the tools to address the big challenges ahead of us. Thank you for your attention, and really wish you the best in your work that is coming after this event.
Thank you as well.